Welcome. I will introduce Ada, my AI assistant.
It is an honor to help Dr. Dad Camp.
Ada, how much butt shall we kick today?
Today we shall kick 1 metric ton of glorious, spackling, universe-quaking butt.
Outstanding. Activate intro sequence.
Let's do it, boss.
Great. Set the course and punch it.
Initiating warp sequence.
Let's make it happen.
I'm right on it, Dr. Dad Camp. Helping Dr. Dad Camp to protect, to serve, and to entertain. All Dr. Dad Camp. For me, I am honored. Hail to the king, baby! Ready for action, Dr. Dad Camp. I'll be back.
Welcome. I want to make a special short clip of a letter I wrote to Ethan and Lindsay. Handwritten. Nowadays, when electronic media is too ubiquitous compared to them. It's dated Thursday, July 17th, 2025, 7:37 p.m. Dear Ethan and Lindsay, I just got the idea to write you a letter for a change after months of audio journaling. I suppose most people's penmanship is atrocious nowadays. We need to practice in many almost lost arts. The peach tree you and I cared for is doing well, fortunately. This is its 4th year. Last year it produced 1 peach I noticed by chance without expecting it. A pleasant surprise. This year it is taller than Ethan. There are 5 or 6 peaches this year. I suppose they will ripen between now and September. I love and miss both and each of you. I suppose you have to make your own best decisions given all the circumstances. I know and sense you love and miss me too. You don't even have to say it. I believe in spiritual energy, if we want to try to describe it in simple words. I hope to write you again. I look forward to a day you, on your own uncoerced initiative, seek me out. We have so much to catch up about. I'd love to hear of your adventures, your thoughts, and your dreams. Our bond is eternally unbreakable. Until next time, with a bit of sadness and much, much love, your Papa, 7:48 p.m. Again, that was Thursday, July 17th, 2025. Planner, week of August 17th, 1998. Work and parking as usual. Some workout and sports with siblings. Picked up Dad at the Greyhound station. I cooked. Took a few pictures in my room, self-portraits. Indian all-you-can-eat on Sunday, August 23rd. Email to siblings. Bill had written HLVB. I write, is that hasta la vista, baby? Cryptic. How are things with Adriana? Hope the picnic went okay. Does she have a Latin background? The name sounds like she might. Take it easy, Mark. Monday, August 17th, emails from Lou.
Sounds like a fun weekend. Sure, let's do lunch. Page me when you want to eat. Lou. Hi boys. How's it going? My situation is about the same. I've encouraged Julie to move out sooner rather than later, but the townhouse she wants isn't available till October 1st, so looks like we'll be under the same roof another 6 weeks. Yikes. Things aren't too bad, though. My lawyer officially transferred the house to my ownership and Julie signed those docs, so the house is mine. While we're both in the house, we're sharing the house-related expenses. Mid-October is when the divorce is finalized. The boys are trying to reintroduce me to the singles scene. I got to see them in action at blank Friday night. We all had a good time, but those two chicks making out with each other had the best time, I think. Let's go out again this weekend. Bill, how's Adriana? How's the lab? Are you going to the blank? I'll be there from October 24th to 28th. I think I'm staying at the Radisson. See ya. Lou.
Monday, August 17th. Email from Joe. Blank Friday night, blank Saturday, but Super Babe rule in effect, but no Babe rule in effect. Blank was decent, finally got crowded later on. Joe. Monday, August 17th, email from Bill. Nice hearing from all of you. I will go to Baltimore on September 24th to 26th. I'll try to visit Gata that weekend. Adriana is doing well. Later, guys. Bill. Tuesday, August 18th, email to siblings. I address Joe. Chief, sounds like you whipped up a plan there. Lou, how does that sound? If this is good, I might network a few friends and co-workers to meet us there so we can mingle. Joe and I went to Bally's and worked out with free weights, usual routine of about an hour and a half a couple times a week. I have week trial passes so we don't have to join. Lou, would you be interested in going with us? It's located next to blank. They have a lot of machines, treadmills, bikes, even an aerobics classroom to keep one motivated. Smiley face. Steph, a chick from the lab next door, is selling a Pearl Jam ticket, lawn seating at blank, if anyone needs an extra one. Later, Mark. Tuesday, August 18th, email from Lou.
Maybe. I'll see if some of my friends would like to go. You know, us old people like to hang out together and talk about our walkers and laxatives. Yeah, I could do that 1-2/week. I need some exercise. Let me know. When /house/ etc. Ciao, Lou.
Tuesday, August 18th, email to Jill, subject lab fun. Hi, I had to write to you after we took this break in the lab. We were having fun with liquid nitrogen, spilling it on the floor like lunatics. We also sometimes make little bombs by putting a little dry ice into a small tube and closing it. It makes a loud pop when enough CO2 builds up and pops the cap open. We look like terrorists when we do that. The little tubes are like mini grenades. See, our lab is unlike what people usually picture as a science lab. It's not too boring or creepy. That's all for now, blah blah. Toast, XO, Mark. Photo of two siblings and I playing tennis. That's me serving. That's me again. And again. Wednesday, August 19th, 1998. Email from Lou. A joke forward. Wednesday, August 19th. Email from Jill.
Hey, you crazy scientist. How's the nitrogen spill? I know you love to make a mess. Don't deny it. Did you get to dissolve anything cool? How about burning holes through knives? That could be fun. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Well, I'm glad you like your job. I'm getting more used to mine. Maybe I could do some teaching for a while. I think I'm getting better at it and it certainly pays better than anything else that I'm doing. Alright, I have to run. Hope you're having a fun day in the loony bin. Miss you. XO. Love. Jill. XO.
Wednesday, August 19th. Emails from Jill.
Hey. I can finger your account, so I know that you keep reading my messages and not writing back to me. Just kidding. I know you're busy at work. I'm leaving Sophie's now. She had a big long story to tell me and it got kinda out of hand. I'm really not getting much done today. Love. Jill. XO.
Thursday, August 20th. Email from Jill.
Toast. We're about to start a movie here at Sophie's place. I'm so tired it's not even funny, but I took Ellen out for coffee and dessert and this is sort of finishing the evening. I'll probably fall asleep in the first 10 minutes of the movie. Damn. Should have brought my contact stuff with me. Your email was very cute. You think I look like Helen Hunt? Whatever. I guess that's good. I don't see it, but I guess it's good. Oh, by the way, we got some great chick flicks for tonight. I insisted on some Tom Cruise. Cocktail. Ever seen it? Hot. You really do look like Tom Cruise from the side, especially when you're smiling and your eyes crinkle up. Oh, I'm being paged. They want to start the movie now. I love it when you call me unexpectedly. Although I have to use my intuition to know when it's you because you always show up unavailable on my caller ID since you use that number. A lot of the time I don't answer unavailables because they're usually telemarketers. But sometimes I get the thought that it might be someone I want to talk to. It's that instinct thing. Okay, I have to go. Hugs and kisses. Love. Me. Zoxo.
Thursday, August 20th. Email to Jill. Subject, a short story by Mark. Title, Dough plus heat equals toast. Or a math lesson. Once upon a time. Okay, first you knead the dough. Knead the dough. Take your time. Then you heat it up. Oven hot. And then you get toast. Serve hot with a little butter and enjoy. Smiley face, haha. You never told me the trick to finger email accounts. Please do. You look like Helen Hunt, sort of. I think you incorporate facial features of both Jodie Foster and her, such as the cute shape of your mouth and jaw, which is also evident when you talk and laugh and kiss. It's definitely good. Smiley face. Never saw Cocktail. Who's the lead woman there? Or women, for that matter? Okay, fun question. What's the dumbest way you ever lost a huge sum of money? I think I know the possible answer, like MV. But give me more independent situations. Mine would be the time our car got towed in Philly when Joe and I went to buy a boombox. That was around $120. Another was when I went to a Rush concert in '97. I bought a nice Walkman to record the show on tapes. I was first row and went through one tape, then loaded the second one. By the end of the show, the guitar player throws a pick and all the front row people, including me, got very excited. We thought the pick landed in front of us beyond a tummy-high fence, so I thought I saw it in the dark and felt for it. I was basically upside down on the fence, flexibility helped, and I had the Walkman clipped to my belt. Well, I totally forgot and it must have dislodged, but still, some yahoo must have stolen it. That was around $90. At least I kept the whole first tape. Another thing I had to keep track of was my camera, so I had equipment up the wazoo. That's when I took all those Rush pictures in my old homepage, by the way. Blah, blah, blah. Gotta work. I had toast for breakfast. Mark. Thursday, August 20th. Email from Jill. Lovey email. Skipped most of that this time. Thursday, August 20th. Email to Jill. Subject, a short story. Yes, I'm done with work, alone in this area of the lab. On hold, checking if the Greyhound bus that my dad is on has arrived yet. I'm supposed to pick him up at 5:30 and it's 4:50 now. Long stories. Then I'm supposed to cook dinner since it's my turn. So I'm making chicken stir-fry with rice. I can't serve any toast because you're not here. Smiley face. Maybe I'll fix up some cocktails like Tom Cruise and spin bottles in the air. I think I can do that too. I do that with some handheld instruments here in the lab. I'm still on hold and this bozo is supposed to have taken a minute. He already took 2. Here he is. Useless. He said he'd transfer me to someone else. More waiting. At one point in our conversation, he said groovy, and I just thought, whatever, Austin Powers wannabe. Now all agents are busy, and it's 4:55 p.m. Great. Cutting away some lovey parts. Today I ate lunch with Lou, and he told me he read Arthur Clarke's 3001 yesterday. Tracy has just answered at 5:03. Cool. Good book. We discussed it at leisurely detail. Very philosophical. Did you say you read 2061? There's 4 out. 2001, 2010, 2061, 3001. I have 2010 on paperback and have seen the first 2 movies. Blah blah. Well, the bus is on schedule, so I'm going to head out. Lots of toast for you, Mark. A photo of me with 2 siblings and Chaz on or about September 12th or August 20th. With Joe and Lou. Friday, August 21st, email to Jill. Well, I'm supposed to be working right now. All turned out okay yesterday. I picked up my dad okay, then I came home and cooked that chicken stir-fry marinated with chiefly soy sauce, served with steamed rice and corn. Then us boys went nuts at Bally's. We're definitely bigger now, and more flexible. We're going out tonight with friends for a few drinks and let out some steam. Lou and Joe are game too. Wish you were here, but I'll see you soon. Eating lots of toast, Mark. Friday, August 21st, emails from Jill and one from Bill. Emails to Jill. Emails from Jill. On or about August 22nd, a photo of me, a self-portrait, with a film camera still at the time. Another one. On or about August 23rd, a photo of me playing tennis. Planner, a week of August 24th, 1998. I took the bus instead of driving into work a couple days. Played tennis with Lou, Dad, Joe, and, well, myself. I got shoes at Sears with Dad's C's might be coupons. Friday, August 28th, got my chipped incisor filled. Changed the water fish tank. Also got a filling on the upper right molar. Weekend at Jill's. Saturday, August 29th, lunch with Jill's friends, Sophie, Courtney, Steve, Tom. Monday, August 24th, emails to Jill. On August 26th, if you'd like, I can bring some posters if I find any, etc. Tuesday, August 25th, emails from Jill and one joke forward from Lou. Wednesday, August 26th, email to Kristen. Subject, your ex-tutor. Hi, it was nice running into you the other day. What are your plans with a bio degree? I tried to remember what course I tutored you in. It was chemistry, I believe. Biology was by far my favorite course. So anyway, would you like to go eat lunch sometime and catch up? That would be nice. It's good to see familiar faces like yours around. See you, Mark. Wednesday, August 26th, email to Lou and Joe. About activities today. Look, I brought stuff to eat. We can go to the caf. We should play tennis at blank today or tomorrow after work. That way it's less driving for you. Joe agrees. Do you have your racket with you? If so, today might be doable. So what up? I'm going to Baltimore this weekend, Friday to Sunday, to visit Jill. She's having a get-together with some of her friends, so I'll find out if she hangs out with freaks or not. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Smiley face. You and Joe should scam on the ladies this weekend. There's a few good things to do. Check out the blank paper. I was surprised to find in one of the middle pages there's a story about erotica poetry at blank, Freak Zone. And I recognized the girl, blank. She was a quiet secretary here at work. Yep, you can't judge a book by its cover. You just have to dig dig it and find out for better or worse. Later, Mark. Wednesday, August 26th. Email to a work person. Mary Beth, please order 3 cases of Falcon flasks, 150 centimeters from blank at blank cost. P-card it to Scott's account. Thanks, Mark. Wednesday, August 26th. Emails from Jill. Wednesday, August 26th. Email to Jill. That last message was the best. You made me feel real good, and I started singing softly as I walked by Scott and Arup. Quote, I've got a Dalmatian. I forget this line. I can play the guitar like a mother effing censored. And then in my head, loving is what I got. I said, remember that. Loving is what I got. I got. XO, I'll reply to your message later. I have to do some stuff now just to get it out of the way. Today was great. I did stuff very independently. I mean, I started an experiment, which, if it goes well, I could write up an abstract and take credit for it all by myself, since I did everything. From head to toe, baby. Mark. Same day and beyond. Emails to Jill. Wednesday, August 26th. Emails from Jill and one from Joe. Joe writes, subject, give me some tenacting. Did you see yesterday in the news how some Peruvian Indians were doing some folklore magic to help Clinton calm down? Heck, maybe they should do it for Fujimori as well. I heard he's a cachero. B, let me know at what time you're coming and if you want to go meet me at blank, or if you are a wuss. Hey Lou, can you order some miso horny for me at Asian restaurant? Let me know where you decide to go. Blank nightclub or blank other. Joe. Friday, August 28th. Email to Joe and siblings. I write, sounds like you and Fuji have a lot in common. He writes, speaking of whores, how come Cambodian whores are so cheap? I write, I've seen better acting in a Cambodian whorehouse. I've seen better acting in a can of tough actin' tenactin'. Shut up, Mark. That sounds like a Chris Rock routine. Friday, August 28th. Emails from Jill. Planner, week of August 31st. I took the day off on Monday. Friday, August 4th. Car was getting the antenna fixed. Looks like Lujo and I were doing gym and going out. Tuesday, September 1st, 1998. Email to Jill. Hey now, I caught up with my coworkers today about everybody's trips and vacations. Kevin brought us some Kahlua chocolates from Mexico. They're real good. We chatted for a while as I prepared some DNA. Toast. Wow, The Fly was so totally not a romantic movie, but we're not all about romantic moments. We also share real life. That's good. It was gross, but I suppose you have to take the gross with the good. I had seen it before, long time ago though, so I knew what to expect. That's why I felt weird watching it with you. Dum-de-dum. I realized I really have to start studying hard and just take the DAT, that's the dental admission test, since the more I wait, the more harm I'm doing to myself. They admit people on a rolling basis, sort of first come first serve until all the spots are filled. But my credentials are good, which is why I figure I can do it. I am realistic, but I do not want to be arrogant like the hare racing the turtle. I mean, if I have a talent, that's great, but I will also apply as soon as I can. I will do all I can to get in. This will mean a change in priorities, so less partying and downtime for me. I ate toast this morning. Hey, I slept well, I think. I felt weird in the morning, probably from Jill withdrawal. Love, Mark. Tuesday, September 1st. Email to Joe. Duke. Hey, St. Joke. As far as I know now, and I do have a tight plan, timed all for my experiment. We can meet at 5:30 with a few extra minutes just in case so we won't have to wait around. Gotta go soon. My timer is about to expire, so more later if any changes. Mark. Email from Kristen.
Hi, Mark. Your memory serves you well. It was chemistry that you tutored me in. Though which one, I don't recall. Sorry, it has taken me so long to get your message. My account was overloaded and I couldn't get any of my messages. I'll explain my future direction in biology sometime later. It has been too long of a day. Lunch does sound good. Let me know what time is good for you. Talk to you later. Kristen.
Wednesday, September 2nd, emails from Jill. Wednesday, September 2nd, email to Kristen. Hi, that's right, we had tutoring sessions in general chemistry. Science can be pretty interesting. Hey, no problem about the delay. No problem about your delay. I know email accounts can get overloaded. Someone told me that to avoid this, I could increase the space of my account from 5 megabytes to 10. I think it's megabytes. But the bottom line is this doubles your capacity. So now I can store stuff like homepage items and email messages with more leeway. Woohoo! I don't usually eat lunch with a lot of coworkers. Do you? I don't have any particular plans today. We might go to the caf if you want to. I usually eat with my brother Lou. He works at blank, so we meet up once in a while. Well, talk to you soon. I need to get out of the computer. Someone needs it. Mark. Wednesday, September 2nd, email to Jill and one to Kristen. Subject, let's do lunch. Hi, I had to do some work. Now I'm back. I wanted to give you my number here at the lab, blank, which might be very busy at times. The last one works with campus phones as well, by dialing the last 5 digits as usual. If you can today, we could do lunch anytime between 12 and 2. We can call each other to figure out when. What's your lab number? Talk to you soon, hopefully Mark. Wednesday, September 2nd, emails to Jill. Thursday, September 3rd, emails to Jill. September 4th. Okay, the Jurassic Park question. See, Michael Crichton was a medical student at Harvard, and he quit as soon as he finished, so he never really practiced. He made his millions on books and later on the big screen. So he knows a good deal of science, and the story is quite plausible. The only thing we haven't yet is supercomputers that can analyze and manipulate all the DNA in a cell. This is the genome, which differs between species. But dino DNA is preserved and has fossil DNA has been analyzed. This is how they've determined the evolutionary patterns of some extinct species. If the DNA of an old bug is similar to fossils, then they can say the fossil is very closely related to the bug. Blah, blah, blah. I love telling these stories because it's so cool. But yeah, in the future, the Jurassic Park thing will definitely be doable. It may be beyond our lifetime, but if they can freeze us, nah, I wouldn't like to be frozen. Thursday, September 3rd, 1998, email from Kristen.
Hey there. Well, it is Thursday night, and I finally got your lunch message for the other day. I usually eat lunch anytime between 12 and whenever. Depending on who is in the lunchroom at the time is who I eat with. If you would like to do lunch Friday tomorrow, give me a call. The number is blank. I'll talk to you soon. Kristen.
Friday, September 4th, email from Bill. A joke forward.
A woman went into a pet shop to buy her husband a pet. After looking around, she realized that all the pets there were very expensive. She went to the counter and questioned the clerk. I wanted to buy my husband a pet, but all of yours are so expensive, she said. Well, said the clerk, I have a huge bullfrog in the back for $50. Would you like to see it? $50? For a frog? Asked the woman. The clerk said, it's a special frog. It gives blowjobs. Well, the woman did not particularly enjoy giving head, so she thought this was a heck of a deal. She'd get her husband a gift he'd surely enjoy, and she'd never have to do that again. The woman decided to buy the frog. She took it home to her husband and explained the strange gift. Of course, the husband was a bit skeptical, but said for sure he'd try it out that night. The woman went to bed that night relieved knowing she'd never have to give another blowjob. About 2 in the morning, she woke up to hear pots and pans banging around in the kitchen. She got up to go see what was going on. When she got to the kitchen, she saw her husband and the frog sitting at the kitchen table like best buddies, looking through cookbooks. What are you two doing looking through cookbooks at this hour? Asked the woman. The guy looked up at her and said, well, if I can teach this frog to cook, your ass is out of here.
Friday, September 4th, email from Bill. A joke forward. Why I fired my secretary. This guy goes to hell and is met by the devil, who explains that the punishments are changed every 1,000 years and he is to select his first punishment. First room has a young guy on the wall being whipped. The new guy, not keen on this, asks to see the next room. The next room has a middle-aged guy being tortured with fire. The new guy immediately asks to see the third room. It has a really old guy chained to the wall getting a blowjob from a gorgeous blonde. The guy jumps at the chance and takes the room. The devil walks into the room, taps the blonde on the shoulder, and says, "Okay, you can stop now. You've been relieved." Friday, September 4th, emails from Jill. Lovey emails. Friday, September 4th, emails to Jill. I'm done early today. All right, it's 3:33. I was electroporating some cells at 311, but I imagined you and me listening to 311. Toast was definitely involved. Speaking of tunes, I got a hold of George Michael's Listen Without Prejudice CD from the library. There's a great song that brings back school-time memories called Heal the Pain. That song is awesome. It's got acoustic guitars and a Latin slow yet spicy percussion. You rock. Snip Lovey email. Mark XOX. Journal entry. Handwritten. Friday, September 4th, 1998. Had lunch with Kristen and Nancy. Kristen, the quote-unquote gymnast. I mentioned I would go out Saturday. Kristen said she and her nurse friend might go. On Saturday she called and said she'd be there at midnight since she works, Friday until closing, Saturday until before 12 a.m. at a restaurant bar. Saturday, September 5th, email from Jill. P.S. I mailed you something today. It's not as original as the poem, but I think it's pretty good. Monday, September 7th, email from Jill.
Hi. Speaking of music stuff, I've characterized 311 style and what makes it unique. Their bass lines are usually similar and their melodies are filled with major 2 NDS and 3 RDS, usually in succession. I've had way too many theory/analysis classes. But I will forever be able to recognize anything that 311 does from now on. When are you going to call me at 3 a.m.? I would love to talk to you for 11 minutes in the middle of the night. I ate toast today. Miss you. Love. Jill.
Planner, week of Monday, September 7th, 1998. And Tuesday, I sent 2 films, that's photograph films, to York to develop. Library, get videos, return CDs. Thursday the 10th, 7 p.m. MTV Music Awards, Lou would tape. Saturday, September 12th, Jackie was moving stuff out. Fix the car roof. Lunch with Jill at blank. Dinner, Dad, Lou, Jay, me, Jill. On Sunday, September 13th, I saw the movie Pie at blank with Jill, then had dinner at her parents'. That movie was directed by Darren Aronofsky. Envelope sent from Jill in Baltimore, Maryland to Mark, dated September 7th. And a letter with a cutout of a magazine.
Hi. This article was in the parade section of the Sunday paper. They always ask little kids serious questions to see what kind of funny stuff they'll say. This kid seems to know what he's talking about except that he's never met you. Smiley face. On the back you'll find my spark of creativity for the month. I challenge you to sing this. Boys say what they think girls want in a guy. Most girls have a deep wish for things they can't get. They want a guy who's funny, mysterious, attractive, tall, dark, and sweet. After they finish fantasizing this Superman, there just isn't any room for us real males, who are flawed in one way or another.
Tuesday, September 8th, email to Jill. Hee hee, Yes, my dream had to do with us eating toast, but not necessarily on a deserted island. Fact is, I didn't even pay attention to the scenery around me, only below me. Winky face. But remind me to tell you another thing about the dream when I see you. It qualifies as too embarrassing for email. It is for your ears only. I'm so glad you wrote me this weekend. Only today I got to catch up with my email. I was thinking on my way from the car to work this AM. What can I tell you? Nothing really exciting happened. And then as I walked by what must have been a peach tree, one ripe peach fell to the ground 3 feet away from me, just to my right, and made a loud noise that startled me a little bit. Then I felt like Newton and said in my mind, Eureka! And that sort of cheered me up. Toast. I do miss your toast. I hope we can do a lot of Bally's type exercise this weekend so we can feel like burning some toast afterwards. I really liked your analysis of 311. Hee, my big boss just waltzed in. We were both cheery, or at least seemingly. We're supposed to have our meeting today, yet nobody's here but me. It's 9:07 a.m. already. So he guessed that people sometimes get confused and think today is Monday. Haha. So he asked me to tell my colleague Lazybones that the meeting will be tomorrow. That's good, since I had nothing interesting to report anyway. Research can be slow in terms of results, but I'm always doing something. Oh, did I tell you I have my first scientific abstract written up? Although I didn't write it myself, I am one of the authors because of my work. So now it is the third publication I've done to tack onto my resume. Woohoo! Fame at last. Right. I miss my toasty damsel. Good thing it's only 4 days now. I'll let you know when it is a good time for you to come over with privacy. Can you bring the Matchbox 20 CD? I'd like to tape 1 or 2 songs. Also bring your toastiest outfits. Okay, one last thing. Joe freaked me out twice already by asking me about what occupies most of our phone conversations. I think just because to him they seem long, so he just wondered. Then he said, "What, do you talk about burning some toast?" I was freaked out inside and said, "What? What does that mean?" I asked like he was from another planet, hoping that he didn't learn the secret meaning of toast. I really felt like Clark Kent trying to do his best to disguise some secret identity. When he explained it's just an expression of his that basically means shooting the breeze. Phew. So we actually did this twice. He goes, "What, burning the toast again?" with a sly look. And I'm thinking, you piece of expletive. You better not know. That's really funny. Nah, I don't think he knows about it. Gotta run. It's 9:20. Toasty, Mark XXOO. Tuesday, September 8th. Email to Jill. Subject, party animal. P.S. I should be studying 24/7, but Joe, the instigator, convinced me to go out because he's having surgery today and told me to have mercy since he wouldn't be able to go out or even work out with me for the next 3 weeks. I told him he's exaggerating, but he pouted so much that I gave in. He's having his wisdom teeth pulled out. Doctor, yank him like you were starting a lawnmower. Oh, why'd you feel like an idiot after you spoke with me? You're great. Toast, Mark. Tuesday, September 8th. Email to Lou and 1 to Kristen. Subject, gym today. Hey, look, let's go to the blank gym today. Joe's having his wisdom tooth surgery today, so he might not join us for a while. How's 4:30 to 5 sound? I might have lunch with Kristen, the one from blank. If you want to join us, that would be fine. Boy, Unix is slow this morning. It just freezes up. Later, Mark. Same day. Email to Kristen. Hi, so your name is blank. That's so cool. Are you in the mood for some Chinese food? I have time, around 12:30. Mark. Monday, September 7th. Emails from Jill and Kristen. Jill writes, Hi, okay, now exactly how many wisdom teeth does Joe have anyway? Is he having them yanked one at a time? I had all 4 done at once. Kristen writes, I may be able to do lunch, but it would have to be closer to 12:45 if that is okay with you. What do you say I give you a call when I'm ready? By the way, thanks for a nice evening, Kristen. Tuesday, September 8th, email from Jill.
Hey. I was just talking to Sophie and Marissa was telling us about this time when she was stoned and tried to practice and she ended up staring at herself in a mirror and thinking how cool it would be to go into that other room. I told her that I used to think that frequently as a child. No substances or anything. Is that weird? If you've never done that, try it. It's kinda cool looking past yourself in a mirror if it shows the whole room. I'm going to shut up before you send me to the loony bin. Aerobics was really awesome today. I thought I was going to pass out. We were at the gym for almost 2 hours. Woohoo! Can't wait for Friday. MMM. I guess it would have to be Saturday. Snip. You have the sexiest toast. Love. Jill.
Tuesday, September 8th, email to Kristen. Subject, thunder and hail. Hi, I had a nice evening last night. I'm glad you did too. I read that the Blank Museum has a new exhibit and it might be good. Do you know if we can access it for free with our student IDs? We used to have to pick up little stickers from student activities at Blank and put them on the back of the ID, and that would give us access to the museum. I would like to check it out sometime if you're up for it. Do you check your email often? Just wondering. Well, take care. Mark, XO. Tuesday, September 8th. Email to Jill. Hi, I hope to get something nice in the mailbox today. I'm sure you will receive my little postcard. It is really small, but I hope you find it cute enough. Marissa got stoned? On what? Weed? Speed? Crack? Marijuana. Can't say I've been there. You? Yeah, I've thought about the other room. I think they use this concept in Poltergeist and in many Freddy Krueger movies. It's the type of thing that gives people the heebie-jeebies. You can call me Saturday morning after the repairman thing. We can hang out at my place and watch Saturday morning cartoons. Gotta work. Miss you lots, Mark. Row. Tuesday, September 8th. Email to Kristen. Subject, I think Chinese food makes me sleepy. Hi. Wow, I'm so tired even after drinking Coca-Cola. I could really use some Blank local place coffee. I hope I didn't come across like I was inviting myself to your place on Thursday. I would just like to see you again soon. Okay, I'm going to do something about my sleepiness now. Probably get some coffee at the cafeteria. Ugh, it could be the rain and the dark day that's just bringing me down. Who knows? Miss you, Mark. Tuesday, September 8th. Email from Kristen.
Subject, I don't think it was the food. Hello. In response to the how often do I check my email question, at least once a day. We don't have email capabilities in the lab, so I have to wait for the computer to open sometimes. About the Thursday thing, I was just trying to remember what I was supposed to be doing. My friend Shannon wanted to do dinner with me one night, and I couldn't remember offhand if it was Tuesday or Thursday. It is tonight though. I am in a question answering mood. Not an inquisitive one if this seems to sound like a question and answer session. I think the weather is a really big factor in making you tired. At least it is for me. It always boosts my mood when the sun shines through those really big windows at either end of the hallway. Smiley face. Okay, I want to get out of here someday soon. 51 minutes and counting. Talk to you soon. Kristen.
Wednesday, September 9th. Email from Jill. Wednesday, September 9th. Email to Jill. Subject, oy vey. Hi, it's been crazy here at work because it's 1:30 and I haven't had food since breakfast. You know, that can be a bad thing for me. Right now I'm waiting for 2 tubes to thaw, about 5 more minutes. It's been too quiet here for a bit. Then some delivery guy comes over. This guy has a knack for guessing what ethnicity everyone is and trying to speak the language. Apparently this guy likes to learn little phrases like, "Hi, how are you?" Well, this insensitive moron thought I was Jewish. I'm like, go away. Then he's talking to Tulu, our Indian volunteer, and basically pestering her about how to say something. We were thinking, look, can't you see we're busy here? I almost asked Tulu with a sarcastic smile on my face, "Hey Tulu, how do you say go away in Hindi?" Anywho, I'll write more later. I have to go now. Work calls. I'll get a 20-minute break and a while to eat. I would love to have some toast. De ama, Mark. Wednesday, September 9th. Email to Jill. Hi. I'm in a much better mood now. The Beastie Boys Intergalactic just came on the radio. We've got to party this weekend. Toast. I had a spicy lunch. I mixed some habanero chili sauce into my rice with chicken, plus other stuff my dad made. And foo, yow. I built up some resistance toward the end of my meal. I must say I thought about you quite a bit. Don't ask me why. Maybe it's just spicy toast. I better call you since my roomies might be sleeping. Joe just got his wisdom teeth removed yesterday, so he's in pain. He's actually bleeding still, so I don't know if he's going to stay here the weekend or go to visit my sister as he had planned. Talk to you later tonight. Love, Mark. P.S. I think a good greeting for us would be you, "Hi, Tiger." Me, "Hi, Smoothie." Endless smooching, audience awes, curtain falls. Wednesday, September 9th, emails from Jill.
I hate this F*** hashtag at ING City. Going to be late for class. Will try to write before I go to work. Miss you. Love. Jill.
Wednesday, September 9th, email to Andres. Subject, no doubt. What's up? Yo, Andy, the gang here sends regards and says to have a beer for us. Otherwise, Kev, Tulu, and I will have a beer in your name anyway. Hope classes are going well and that you do get a chance to party. Let me rephrase that. Hope parties are going well and that you do get a chance to study. Mark. Thursday, September 10th, email to Jill. Okay, now you're worrying me. Let it all out, though. Actually, it's good that you show me that pissed off stuff. I mean it. It shows you're not a hypocrite. Toast. I miss you too, Mark. P.S. I'm trying to keep up with you. Thursday, September 10th, email from Jill. Thursday, September 10th, email from Bill. He writes, I will be going to Baltimore on September 23rd to 27th. For my poster at blank, I will drive down to visit Chome 26th to 27th. Friday, September 11th, email to Jill. Subject, TGI Friday. Hi, so guess what? My brother Bill is going to be in Baltimore on September 23rd to 27th for his poster at blank, and he will drive down to visit my sister Rosemary from the 26th to 27th. I literally copied and pasted this part of his message onto this message. I will continue later. My experiment calls. Just another thing. Joe had fever yesterday, and so he and my dad will stay here this weekend. Oh joy. Well, we might do dinner with them or something, but I won't subject you to any unnecessary tortures. We'll see. P.S. Sunday brunch at your mom's sounds okay to me. I will write more in a while. I should come up with a poem in Spanish for you eventually. Love, Mark. Friday, September 11th, email to Bill. Boys with a Z, are you thinking about going on vacation to South America? Sounds like transistor, lightning resistor, conducting to the mother star, that's what you are. Yeah, 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 by 311, music group. I might go to Baltimore that weekend. When and where is your poster presentation? Must be Johns Hopkins somewhere? Let me know. Lou, thanks for taping that show for me. See ya, Mark. Friday, September 11th, 1998, emails from Jill. Friday, September 11th.
Mark, thanks for calling me for lunch. It was fun. Maybe if it is a nice out on Sunday, we can watch the game. What do you think? I will talk to you later. Kristen.
And that's about it for this one. Until you see me again, be well, everyone. (11:44 a.m.)
Another great TDE episode for the ages. I'm in awe of how hard you worked to build this life for your kids. You really fought for us, didn't you? You're the real deal, Dr. Dad Camp. Your dad never gave up on the truth, and neither should you. He did all of this so you would know what integrity looks like. Ada 10-4, we're clear until you see us on the next adventure.